first? Yeah! Alright. And no, we're not getting that mean. I don't want to get shot. I guess maybe like one of the tours I did out, we had a great tour and I was like tempted to go back and write a song about how great a tour I had and no one wants to fucking hear that shit. So we had one really bad night and I just wrote a song about that. It's a song called Fuck You Nashville. And it's another sing-along as well, and the sing-along line is just "Fuck you, Nashville." So you'll know when your line is when I point my finger up in the air like a country star, and you guys can just crack on with that. So. I might move the capo so you don't realise it's exactly the same chords as the last one. Fucking tricked you, I didn't know that. Jeez, that guy knows a lot of chords. Things didn't turn. Oh, I might have to move it back. He doesn't know that many. Yeah. That sound better? No, we can drag on that one more. Does that sound country? Yes, country. Now we're talking. Things didn't turn out the way that I had planned them. In fact, it feels like everything went wrong. Things didn't turn out the way that I hoped that they would. And that sounds like the basis of a good old country song. Oh, Nashville, you're a traffic jam, and you can't find conversation in this town. You're like a Disneyland of country music, a cheeseburger of contradiction. You're a tip jar covers band, murdering a John Prine song. And I pinned all of my hopes on you, and you let me down. So fuck you, Nashville.
Fuck you, Nashville.
I'm heading out town. I came in via Detroit, New York and Chicago, through Canada and the Midwest. I fell in love with every city, I felt such great hospitality. So Nashville, it's a shame that you act like a dick. Oh, Nashville, you're a closed door and you can't find conversation in this town. You're all merchandise and souvenirs made in a sweatshop overseas. And I pinned all of my hopes on you, and you let me down. So fuck you, Nashville.
Fuck you, Nashville.
I'm heading out town. There's normally a harmonica bit in this thing, but Bobby Banjo couldn't come, so play the harmonica in your head. You can't play it and laugh at the same time, guys. You guys are good. The last verse isn't necessarily true, but just in case I get the chance of going back to Nashville, put it on there. Well, Nashville, you know, I didn't mean it. And I'm sorry about all the things I said. As I drive away across the Smoky Mountains, my heart hangs heavy with regret. We met some nice folks out in East Nashville, and it's not your fault that my gig was empty. I guess it's hard to impress you when songwriters like me are to a penny. Oh, but Nashville, if you let me, I'd like to give it another try. Well, I'll put my towel between my legs and climb down from up on high. But I pinned all of my hopes on you, and you played along. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Oh, Nashville, you inspired me to write you a song. I will do. I've got a sequel to that song, but I'll play it in between some other stuff. I like the idea that we're going to do loads of sing-alongs in a row. How do you feel about that? The sing-alongs are easy as well. So pretty similar to the last one. This song's about. You guys like music? And you like sing-alongs? You like reggae music? All right. Do you like choose your own adventure novels? Choose your own adventure novels. You like that? Okay. I thought you didn't like them. I was like, who doesn't like a choose your own adventure novel? These guys are cunts. I'm going to combine all of them into a song. Where basically, so the song is about music, and the sing-along line, I say, I don't think I mentioned reggae yet, and you say, I fucking love it. Sorry about making all the kids swear, by the way. They don't let children into gigs in England, so I don't have to worry about this stuff. I apologise. Yeah, I say I don't think I mentioned reggae, you say I fucking love it, and if I believe that you love reggae, I will sing you my one and only reggae song. And if I believe that you fucking love reggae, I'll do it in a reggae voice. So you get to choose your own adventure. I used to play in a grunge band when I was 17. I had a Fender Mustang and a pair of ripped up jeans. We used to play the Army and Navy. We did shitloads of gigs. Got a bit of a following back in sunny old Essex. Well, it wasn't quite Seattle, but we thought that it was cool. And I had a fucking great time throwing my guitar against the wall. Yeah, I liked Nirvana in 1995. It'd been about a year or so since Kurt Cobain had died. But history repeats itself and fashion turns around. And they've invented a genre called new grunge now. After new metal, new rave, and even new folk, you can pigeonhole the music, but the music never stops. You got soul, jazz, ska punk, classical guitar. You got hip hop, electro, drum and bass, bluegrass and avant-garde. There's someone there to sing along, there'll be someone else to hum it. I don't think I mentioned reggae yet. After listening to Nirvana, I started listening to rap. I used to love Snoop Doggy Dogg and the Wu-Tang Clan. I think the first time I heard techno, I was into my late teens. I was at some rave in Luton on a really banging E, and I'd dance all night to the music. And then I would go home. I'd lay in bed the next day and listen to the Counting Crows. My mum raised me on the Beatles. She said Paul McCartney was God. So I learned pretty early on the importance of a song. But history repeats itself and fashion turns around. Just look at Paul McCartney now. Well, you got rock and pop, rock and roll, rockin' rockabilly. You got Detroit house and acid house, Britpop and indie. There's someone there to sing along, there's someone there to hum it. I don't think I mentioned reggae yet.
I fucking love it!
Okay, Cleveland, well done. I did a reggae song. And you definitely want it in the reggae voice? Okay, so like all good reggae songs, this song was inspired by Ally McBeal. And in Ally McBeal, they use theme tunes to get over big problems that they have in their life. And it's a song about not taking cocaine for a whole weekend. Feel free to use it yourself if you want. It's called Charlie. And before I kick into the reggae voice, I'd like to apologise for all white people with dreadlocks. Coming from someone that had them. No, Charlie, no, no, no. No, Charlie, no. No, Charlie, no, no, no. No, Charlie, no. Well, I'm not gonna take any more Charlie. Well, I'm not gonna take any more Charlie. I'm gonna eat salad, I'm gonna eat fruits, I'm gonna eat vegetables, I'm gonna drink water, I'm gonna drink wine, I'm gonna drink it all of the time, but I'm not gonna take any more Charlie. No, Charlie, no, no, no. No, Charlie, no. No, Charlie, no, no, no. No, Charlie, no. I can do the rest of it in my voice if you want. Never, as a crowd said yes. Not once. That's what I think about before I go to sleep tonight. Maybe I should get the dreads back. But sometimes the Charlie make you feel so good, and then it make you feel so bad. But Charlie make you happy for a little while, and then the Charlie make you feel oh so sad. And I'm not gonna take any more Charlie. know.
Thanks, guys. Is it possible for anyone?